first impressions, get ready with me kind of video, and I talk you through everything that I used. I purchased a couple of things and sent some things as well, so I thought I'd talk about them with you. So I first primed my face with the Jouer Anti-Aging Moisture Primer, and this is a must for me. It just gives me a little bit of an extra slip to my foundation. It adheres really nicely, so I always use this. I then used the new Dior Star Studio Makeup Spectacular Brightening Weightless Perfection Foundation. I'm sure that's not the name. It's Dior Skin Star, and this is in the shade 31. I initially purchased 40, and when I got home I put it on. It was way too dark. I worked with it, but I know that going into the autumn winter time, it's going to be way too dark for me. So I went back and got 31, which is a perfect match, and so far I have been loving this. It's very lightweight. I'd say it's medium to full. I wouldn't say it's sheer by any means, but it really looks like skin. So I'm gonna be posting a full review on my blog if you guys are interested, but so far so good. Then I went in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and you guys know I love this stuff. This is probably my third tube of this stuff, and I will purchase nothing other than this. I did add something different, which is the Dior Skin Flash Radiance Booster Pen. I have not been sleeping well at all. I've been very busy with stuff at home and my kids, but my circles have been super dark. So this has a little bit of peach to it. I think this is in shade 3, and this definitely helps perk up under the eyes. So I just click it up, dab it, apply it, and blend it in with my fingers a little bit on the bridge of my nose, on my Cupid's bow as well, just to give some life back into the face. I then move on to the eyes, and I'm using the Jouer Longwear Eye Brightening Primer, which is really, really nice. I like that it has a tint to it, because my eyelids can be, they're a bit discolored, or they can be red, so I feel that this cancels out, because it's just like a neutral shade, but it really does do a nice job of keeping everything in place. As you all know, I have super oily eyelids, so I have to wear an eye primer underneath shadow. So I really, really, really like this stuff, and it's a great alternative to my NARS Pro Prime. I found nothing that works as good as that, but this, I think I wore it one day maybe for about 12 hours, which I know you shouldn't wear anything for that long, but it did work. I had no creases on my eyelids, so I was very happy with that. And then another Jouer product, which is from their fall collection, are their Longwear Cream Mousse eyeshadows, and they come in little pots like this. They make me think of like MAC paint pots or something like that, but the formula, like it's spongy. It's sort of like those Giorgio Armani Luminous or Ice Kill shadows, or the what is it, the Chanel ones, but these are much better, I think. I think they're very creamy, very I can't even describe the texture. It is moussey. It feels wet, and once applied it feels wet, obviously, and as you smear it out, it kind of like forms into, not powdery, but it's just a really nice pigmented shadow. Today I used the shade Night Sky, which is kind of like this burnt olivey brownish color, and it has shimmer in it, and it's really pretty. But they have 6 shades in total. I have the shade Dusk, which is this pretty purpley pewter shade. Very pretty. I think I used that one once. They have another brownie bronze. This is super bronze, but it's called Galaxy. Love this one. Another shade called Moonlight, which is kind of like your basic everyday cream golden color. Love that for inner corner highlighting or underneath the brow bone. We have Twilight, which is this pretty black, gray, smoky color. I cannot wait to wear this for Christmas time. Very excited about that. And then Starlight, which is this pretty pinky peachy color, which looks really pretty all over the eyelid with just maybe like a matte shadow running through it. For today I wanted to do something fall, so I did use the shade Night Sky, which I think it's my favorite out of the 6, but I love all 6 of them. They're awesome, they're really nice, you have to try them. Thumbs up, Jouer, you did a good job. So I used the cream shadow, I applied it with my finger. I find that it's best to use fingers with them. And then just blend it out. Took a 217 through my crease and blended that out, and then I caved. I got it. I usually don't give in to, what do you call it, like hyped up products, but I swatched it in the store and I wasn't gonna get it, but then I kept thinking about it and I was like, I can use it. I always think of, I'm not gonna get something if it releases just because everybody's talking about it. I wanna get it because I'm actually gonna get some use out of it. And it's something that I find practical, but this is gorgeous. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have 8 matte shades, 8 shades with shimmer running through them. Like Anna, Pewter is something else. Like, it's my favorite out of the entire palette. But today I used taupe through the crease just to give a little bit of definition, and then I used cream on the brow bone. I don't really like a shimmery highlight on the brow bone, so I stuck with matte. But all of these shades, I am very, very pleased with this palette. I think I can get use out of each shade. I normally don't wear a smoky eye all the time, but I can play around with it, and fall's coming, or Christmas is coming, so I'll get a ton of use out of it. So good investment. They had this one and they had the Pro 2 palette, or the second palette that came out. I really wasn't a big fan of that one. That one had like a blue and a green, and I don't really venture off, but I like to keep my eye looks neutral. So as for eyeliner, I chose MAC's Raven Coal. I've had this forever. It's just like a purpley black bronzy eye color or shade. So then I curled my eyelashes and used a bunch of coats of my Full and Soft waterproof mascara, which I use all the time. Haven't found anything to replace it, nor do I need to, but I did top and bottom lashes. I then used a Hourglass brow sculpting pencil in dark brunette and just ran a little bit on the tops of my brows and through whatever sparse areas I have. I then set my face with my Chanel loose powder in, I think this is 40. Yeah, 40. And this is just their regular loose powder. It pairs really nicely with the Dior foundation. It doesn't cling to it or anything like that. It really looks nice, and it doesn't give me a super matte finish. I just patted it into the skin really lightly. But I think the two of these together make a really nice combination. I then went in with my Jouer bronzer in Suntan. I've spoken about this plenty of times, and I just love this stuff. And went in, tried to contour a little bit, give myself some color. I then grabbed the Camino Quan Candlelight highlighter and just applied a little bit to the tops of my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and a tiny bit on the chin. For blush, I used my boring old Tarte. This is Exposed, the Amazonian clay blush. I really am having a hard time finding a good blush. So if you have anything, any alternatives, something similar to this shade, something natural, please let me know in the comments below so I can go have a look. But I applied this with a MAC 129 brush. Now, a new lip shade I've been trying is MAC's lipstick. I think it's an amplified, yes, in the shade Half and Half. It's just a very nice neutral natural shade. If you like, I mentioned Spirit, and I like the Maybelline Truffle Tease lipstick. This is a little bit more pinkier. So I applied this and just patted it into the lips, and over top I used Burberry's Lip Glow in number 10 Nutmeg, which is another natural neutral shade, and I think it pairs well with the Tarte blush. Today's tutorial, a little bit more than what I'm accustomed to wearing, but I think it's very fall appropriate. And like I said, stay tuned because I will have swatches and a more in-depth review of the foundation if you are interested, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!